June. Okay, I was telling you a while ago that here we still didn't implement encapsulation for our my student class, which means that all fields are still accessible. Like here, using my student object, I can still access grade, for example, or age, or name, or whatever. And here I already access name 2 times. Once, like first time to set a value to this name, then next I access or I retrieved, okay, this value again, and I printed in this print statement. And this is not how encapsulation works. So how to implement encapsulation for my student class? Let's do it. Here in my student, to implement encapsulation, I should turn all these fields into private methods. How to do it? Sorry, private fields, private variables. How to do it? Using the private keyword. So here, if I say private name, directly I got two problems, two issues. Why? Because here in my main method, I'm trying here to access private fields, which is no longer accessible. It was default and now it's private. Since it's private now, so it's not accessible. Just delete this line. Okay. I will also comment this line because it's not accessible anymore. And I will do the same also for age. I will make age private. I will make grade also private. Okay. If I go to this caps.main, here, my students, okay, can't access anything, only introduce yourself, because introduce yourself is protected. But here, name, age, grade, it was, any of them, it was accessible, but now it's not accessible because it's now private. Okay, so now how to make these fields accessible again in my caps main? Here, it's the job of getters and setters. So here, for each field like this, I can create a getter and setter. So how to do it? I say, for example, in get name, this method is a getter for name, for the variable name. What does this method do? It's a public method, so it's accessible everywhere. It just returns a string, which is actually the name. So it do nothing but return the name. This is how I retrieve or get the value inside name. Okay? Okay. But how to set a value to this name? I need a setter. So how to do it? Using method setName, setter. So here I created a setter for the field name. Okay, so I can set a value to this variable. Again, it's public. It's void now because it's not returning any value. Its name is set name. It takes a parameter called name. Okay. Then what this method do is to set this parameter value to my variable or field value. So now whatever value I receive here in this parameter, I set it to my variable called name here. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So here, happily, I can access again the name in my student class. I just copy, paste the code. Okay, still gives me an error because I cannot access the name directly, but I can access it using, the setter and the getter. So here to set a value, I should use which one, which method, the setter, the set name, or the get name.
Or what?
I should use set name. So here I will say my student dot set name, okay, and I will put set name is Michael. And when I try to print the value inside name, instead of accessing name directly, saying my student dot name, no, I say my student dot get name. So this method get name, it will return whatever value here, whatever value stored in name, it will get returned by get name. So let's run our program again. Let's see the output. Hello, my name is Nan. We get this output from introduce yourself. Forget about introduce yourself. I will comment this. Excuse me. So here in this line, I set the name to Michael, okay, and here I retrieve the name and I print the name, so I get Michael. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, good. Can we do the same for age and grade?
Yeah, you can.
Of course, yes. So here I put get age, set age, and finally get grade and set grade. So if I go back to my caps name, I can say my students dot set age 16, age my students. So my student dot get age, and I will do the same for grades. Set grades, I make it 11, and grade is my student dot get grade. If I run my program, I get Michael age equals 16, grade equals 11. So this is a simple form of encapsulation. Is it clear to you?
Pretty clear, yeah.
Okay, but do we always use encapsulation? Is this
No.
the way?
No, not always.
Yeah, the answer is no. So let's now play a little bit with the encapsulation thing to have better understanding how to use encapsulation efficiently. What if I want, uh, I don't want the user to be able to read the value of age? What I'm gonna do?
What's the question?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Like here in my main, here I say age equal my student dot get age. So here I'm able to access this age again somewhere in the code, which something I don't like. I want to disable this option. So how to do it?
You want to disable that?
I will simply, because I decided that age should not be retrieved its value outside
Private.
of my class, I will
Private.
simply remove this get age. I will comment this. So here in my age, okay, age field or age variable, I can only set value, but I don't retrieve the value. Okay, so here, yes, get age method no longer exists. So it gives me an error. I have to comment this one. So now I'm only able to set a value for it, but I'm not able to retrieve this value back because I have no other way to retrieve this value 16. I'm able to set 16 to the age here in my student, but I have no idea how to retrieve this value back to display it, for example, in this print statement, because the get age, I just delete this method. It doesn't exist anymore. So just show you how you can use encapsulation and get some powerful, control over your code.
Mm.
So yes, if I run my code here, I get my grade 11. Okay. Uh, to let you sure that I set the value successfully to age, I will put here a print statement. Okay. Let's say age set successfully. And then I will put this print statement. I put it in set age method. This is another point I want to tell you, that set age and get age, whatever setter and getter, okay, it's not only to return a value or to set a value. No, it might contain some logic or some code in this method. So in this case, I put a simple print statement just to let you sure that I set the value successfully to age. Okay, I run my program, I will restart. Okay, Michael, age set successfully to 16 and grade is 11. How did I print this age set successfully to 16? Not here in main method, no. It's within the same class, within the same class. In the set age method, I receive the value, which in my case 16. I set 16 to age, and then I print this statement. You understand?
Yeah, show me the 16.
16 exists here in the other class in main method. Okay, I call my student dot set age, and I give it a value 16. Okay, this set age, okay, receive this 16 from here, set it to this dot age, okay, then have print statement called age set successfully plus age. Whatever value in age, please print. So it's exactly the same output here. Age set successfully, then space, then 16. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's play one more time, okay? But not with age, with grade. I want to make the opposite to grade. I want the outsiders to be able to read the value inside grade, but they don't have ability to set a value to grade or to change the value of grade. How can I do this? I will simply remove the set grade method. If I go back to main Omega, look, set grade method not exist. So I cannot set a value to grade. What can I do? I should remove this code as well. Okay, but here again, I still can read the value of grade. How can I put a value to grade while I'm not even able to put or to set a value here to grade from outside class? How can I even set a value to this grade? The answer is I will make it within the class itself, within my student class. Okay. Above this introduce yourself, I will create private, okay, void calculate grade. Okay, and this calculate grade takes an input in student age. Okay, and here in this calculate grade, I will put some logic. Okay, I will say if student age is below, it's just an example. Okay, sorry, below 10, make the grade uh, 5. Else, which means if the age is 10 or bigger, Okay, we will set the grade to 12. It's just an example, just showing you, okay, how to play with encapsulation. So now I finished implementing my calculate grade, but I still didn't call it anyway. You know where I will call this calculate grade?
Where?
You don't know. Okay. First, you see that this calculate grade is private, right? So what does this mean?
Only the class is only access in the class.
Yes, exactly. It's only accessible in this class. So I will call it here somewhere in this class. Where exactly?
Below.
Note another note that this calculate grade, it takes an input, needs a parameter or argument, which is the student age. So here, where is the age could be accessible?
Yeah, right there.
Here in this set age, in this set age method, I have the value of age, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I may call calculate grade, okay, and I pass this dot age. This way, calculate grade will be executed once I set an age to my student, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's run my my, my program. Here, as you can see, in my main method, I set a value to name, and then I read this value of the name. Then I set value to age, but I'm not able here from outside the class, I'm not able to get this value back, okay? And yeah, and here I'm not able again to set a value to grade anymore, but I still can read the value of grade. How even grade take a value, because I write some extra code that contain logic to calculate grade here within the same class, my student. Okay, then this value 5, 12 can be set to grade only here. Only here in this calculate grade, I can set a value to grade. But I can read the value of grade anywhere using this very useful public get grade method. I can access it anywhere. And this is exactly what I'm doing here in my main method. I say grade equal my student dot get grade. So yeah, let's run our program again and see the output. Okay, Michael, age set successfully. Why set successfully? I get this from set age here. Okay, and again I get grade equal 12. Why I get grade equal 12? Read calculate age. Sorry, calculate grade. I'm telling if a student age is less than 10, then the grade will be 5. But if the student age is equal to 10 or bigger than 10, the grade will be 12, right? Right?
Read.
Okay, so here my age is 16. 16 is bigger than 10 or less than 10? It's obvious that 16 is bigger than 10. So I got grade equal 12 here. Now I will change the value of my age. I will make it only 6. And let's see the output. Look, I get again Michael. Age set successfully to 6. Now my grade is 5. Why? Because performing this condition, I got 6. 6 is less than 10. So I set grade to 5. Here, grade equal 5. You understand now? See how interesting you can use encapsulation to make wonderful things in your code and make yourself have extra layer of control over your code.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, right? And I think also it's very easy and straightforward. Isn't it? You agree?
Yeah. Can you go through the explanation what you just
Okay.
summarization?
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, just a brief summarization, maybe.
Like brief summary.
We
talked about encapsulation. We said encapsulation is used to set extra layer of protection over my class fields or class members. Okay, and it's implemented by making all my fields in my class private. Then it's up to me whether I set getters and setters for all of them, or I can set setters for some, getters for others. You understand?
Yeah.
But the only link between these private fields and outside classes are the getters and setters, which are public methods to set values to these variables and then to retrieve this value back to the outside class. You understand?
Mhm.
And we said that we have access modifiers. We do this using access modifiers, which are public, private, protected, and default. And we saw how to use them. Like public is visible everywhere in my code. Private is only visible within my class. Protected and default, both are common in like accessible within the class and in other classes within the package, and they are not accessible outside the package. But the difference between protected and default, that protected can be accessed in the children that exist somewhere outside the package. Unlike the default, it will not be accessible to this children. Okay, and I don't need any keyword to set my field as default because it's by default. I don't have to use any keyword to make it default.
Makes sense.
That's a brief.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's clear.
Okay, like you have no questions?
No, it's pretty clear.
Okay, good. If you remember any questions later, feel free to ask me. And yeah, I'm done for today. I enjoyed this session.
I'll do a program.
It was interesting. And
Read a program.
let's meet again tomorrow to have some exercise on encapsulation.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, brother. Take care.
Thank you.
See you. Yeah, you're most welcome. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, have a good night.
Okay. Happy coding. Yeah. Okay. See you later. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.